G'day guys, welcome back to the channel. This one's a bit of an odd one. It's about the horrendous number of tanks that I've sold through my different accounts. And I'm just going to go for a quick ride through each one of them very, very briefly and show you basically what I've got. Most of them are one out of drawers, I guess. I can't remember where all of them came from. Some of them were for an event, and because I've got so many accounts, that means I keep one that I get for free and I sell off the rest. And you'll see a lot, especially at the end of each one of, I think it's probably the Frosty it looks like. And of course I keep one to play with, and because I've got so many accounts I sell off the rest, and that's how I make quite a bit of profit in the way of gold. And you can see there's both gold and credits depending on whether it's a collectible or whether it's a premium. It boggled my mind when I went through this lot. Bear in mind that I have already restored most of the ones I want to keep. So this is all the stuff that is duplicates across the different accounts. Pretty much all of it. There's probably maybe half a dozen more that I'm working to restore. But they're ones I need credits for. I don't want to spend gold on getting them. So account after account after account. So I wonder how much gold I actually made. Maybe one day when I'm bored, I'll get the spreadsheet out and go through this and just tally up the amount of gold I made from selling tanks. It will be quite a bit. Apart from the fact that you make from the boxes themselves when you get paid directly in gold. When you sell collectibles, you get gold for every one of them, even though sometimes it's only 25 gold. But if you're lucky and you get a good one, even a low tier one, they can sometimes give you 2,500, 3,000 gold. And of course the higher tiers, the more gold you get. And if you stick through to the end of this, you've probably got a lot of patience, because it's basically the same thing over and over again with different collections of tanks that I've got. But the one thing that bugs me is the fact that access to this is being completely taken away from everybody. So everybody who's sold tanks in this game, when this new rebooted version comes along, they're going to take all this away from us, which I think is a big fraud, actually. Yeah, okay, we did sell them, but why can't we still have access and get back the tanks we want when we've got the resources to do it? Okay, in my case, most of these, I've got to admit, I'm never going to want back. But there are some I'd like to get back that I probably sold in haste early on that are not duplicates, and there's maybe about half a dozen of those across the different accounts. And it's very, very annoying that they're going to take that option away from us. And the fact that I can no longer sell tanks anymore, that's going to be a real killer. As you can see, the amount of gold I made from selling tanks across these different accounts was phenomenal. I mean, I've still, after all the spending I've done, after the auctions last year, all the money I've spent in gold, I've not been spending cash. This is actually gold that I've won, most of it. There's very little that I actually pay for. I have to have seed money to start off, but after that, most of what you get from just buying and selling tanks. And that fact that they're going to take that away from me, that's going to hurt. I've spent the last 18 months amassing a small fortune in gold in this game, and not going to be able to do that anymore. If I can't sell duplicate tanks, I'm just going to have a whole bunch of tanks I don't want hanging around in the garage. That's annoying. And the other thing is, of course, you've got to pay for garage slots. Imagine the amount of money I would have had to spend on garage slots if I had to keep all this lot. Crazy. As it is, I don't think I've ever paid for a garage slot because I get rid of any tanks I don't want. But let's see, what are we up to now? Just going to check the count number. 14, we're getting there. This goes to 21. I haven't even counted the number of tanks that I've sold, but it's huge. I've probably sold more tanks than I actually own. And I own, what, 550 plus now? Yes, thank you, computer, for making silly noises and popping crap up where I don't want you. Idiot, stupid Microsoft. They love to interrupt you, don't you, when they're doing something. They love to interrupt us when we're doing things, especially recording. Stupid Microsoft. Okay, we're getting there. If you're sticking with me, you can see there's a huge number. Usually that little frosty, I'm pretty sure it's the frosty because it's that little blue one near the end. That was sold pretty early on. I think those are in date order. They usually are when you have a look at them. And the E10s, lots of those. That was the event one. Quite a few event tanks, but the great majority of these ones I've got out of crates from drawers. 17, we're counting down now. Getting close, so you're sticking with me? I will one day actually sit down and work out how many tanks I've sold in total and what the gold value of that was. Of course, you've got to halve the gold value that's shown on the screen because they love to rip people off. Everybody hated the fact that they doubled the buyback price. But even half of what's coming up on the screen is going to be a huge amount of gold. Getting very close now. This is a longer one. Look at this. On and on and on and on. Some accounts I tend to win more than others. And of course some accounts are older than others, so they're going to have a better chance of winning stuff. Oh, we are getting there. Closing in on the end now. 20. One more to go after this. Congratulations if you've made it this far in the video, because I know this one's not a terribly exciting one. And here is the last one. Finally getting there. A lot of event tanks that you have to earn. And that's it. If you stuck with me this far, thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one. See ya.